Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the HTA Wagon pack from TS Rolling Stock. Showing off a little bit of one of the scenarios. We're going to also then take you through how to set these wagons up in your own scenarios and other various bits along the way. We're currently at the Peak Forest Cemex complex with a empty rake of the HTAs, and we're going to send these down to the loading point and just show you what the loading facility in one of the scenarios actually contains. You can see various styles of graffiti on these wagons to go by, along with other little bits and pieces as we get through the video. As you're moving along with your Raker wagons, when you want to load them, you will need to make sure you are centralised with the specifically made loader for the Peak Forest Cemex complex. This was done by Tom for this scenario itself. When you're in position, you can either click on the wagon or press, I think it's T. It is T. There we go. As you can see, there's all manner of dust coming off the loader there, along with all the audio that comes with the loader itself. And you can see there now we actually have the aggregate in here. You simply repeat the process by just moving forward each time. This is just one of 3 of the scenarios that comes with the pack. This is the Peak Forest to Ely working. About 135 minutes in length. Again, you're just going to stop yourself sort of about there just to load up the wagon. Now with these wagons, obviously, if you find on a route that you're going to use these on, that they already have loading or unloading facilities built into the track itself, you don't need to do anything else. However, if you find that you're doing this on a route that doesn't have the unloading or loading capabilities, this is where you can do it into your own. So you can actually add the track link stuff, and you can actually make it work in your own scenarios wherever you wish. For example, this was done at this place on the Peak Forest area of the Buxton Peak Forest route. This loading building didn't actually have the capabilities to load itself, so we put the track link item inside here, which is an invisible asset which you can't actually see unless you're an editor. So if I went to editor, you can see it's there. So it's basically a red box over the track in the loading area that you want to be targeting. It's literally, you place it, you link it to the track, name it whatever you want, and jobs are good. And the extra part was, for this scenario itself, Tom built the extra loading stuff for this building. You might find that you might be able to use that in other places. You can scale it down and stuff. We put 2 in here just to make it look convincing that actually something's going on, because you can see there's a conveyor that comes across. It was just ending in the middle of nowhere. So we put these in here just to make it look a bit more convincing for this type of scenario. So basically, you'd go and do this with the remaining of the other wagons, and then you can go and get yourself where you need to be for the rest of your scenario. It works in a similar manner with the unloading. Again, you put the box down where you want it to unload, and then you just literally unload. If you find that it's actually, again, it's got a place where you want to do the unload and it already has the track link stuff in there, then it's a win-win. The other scenario that I provided for Tom for this pack is the Immingham to Ratcliffe Power Station scenario, and Ratcliffe Power Station actually already has the unloading facility already in place, actually track link, so we didn't have to do any more of the additional work there. So it all worked out of the box, and obviously you can experience that in that scenario if you wish. The other scenario that comes is Hope Hillside is to Cambargo Opencast Colliery as well. So that's the third of these scenarios, and that's on the Welsh Marches route. I believe that one is just a straight through through run on that one. So I just bring this across to the screen just so you can see. Hang on. Bring the right one over. So when you open up the actual installer and stuff and the actual zip file, you get an installer and then you get your scenarios and your contents manual. So there's the manual for the scenarios which tells you what items you need, so all your requirements there. Tells you the routes you need as well. And that's across all the board. That's one I haven't done yet. I haven't done the double-ended one. Looks like a good run, which I will feature on a stream at some point in the near future. That's a empty rake HTA-Ds and Bs. But that is that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move over to a empty build of a scenario, but an empty area. Just so I'm going to show you some. I'm going to demonstrate basically the setting up of these wagons and what you can actually do with them. So just give me a moment. We'll be over there and we'll do that. Right, we are down at Leeds Midland Road for our usual affair with one of these kind of videos. And first of all, I've got a side by side here. Kuju, TS rolling stock. Just look at the absolute difference there. This model obviously is 2007. It's been textured and reskinned over time. Obviously, there's been reskins that do make it look better, but my God, the difference. The detail and all that jazz under there compared to this one. It's crazy. So much more definition. 3D springs. Flat, sort of round, solid bulk texture, and obviously how blurry it look compared to them. My God. My God. I'm so glad we've got a Kuju replacement. It's nice that that can go in the bin. We don't need that. Right, so this is just one of the versions. There's all these in the list, look. So that's coal. So you've got W1, which is early days, like entered into service. We've got W2, which is obviously getting on a little bit of life. W3, getting more grubby, and then the final days, W4. There's all various lows. You've got coal fine. So if I do coal and a coal fine, so you've got more bulky coal there, and if you go in this one, more of a fine dust. We've also got the buffered versions of the wagon. You've got the buffered and your non-buffered. So the cool thing you can do with your setup is you can actually customize what you want them to have on them. You've got some customizable bits and pieces. So first of all, I'm going to cover what's there. So first of all, you've got your number. So that's the wagon number. Next is G equals 0 to, I think 38. There's 38 graffitis. So 0 is no graffiti. So if I put 0 in there, all gone. Put 5. Maybe some graffiti somewhere. There we go. Put 15. Something on that side. 1. And so on. There's not all of them are like this. There is some smaller, minor bits like that. Some smaller tags. But it's a good variety. There's no need to have the same tag on a consist. There'll be loads of different ones you can have. That's just one of the things. So next up is DB. So DB is the debranding patch. So DB0 would have no debranding patch. It would technically have a logo, but there's no logos in the pack. However, there is some patches out there that you can actually get the logos. I've got one in there, but I couldn't seem to figure out how to get it to work, so we're just going to ignore that for this video. If I put 1, it puts the patch over where the branding would be. And last up is the modified brake square. Now this is just a visual feature. It doesn't actually do anything. You can have it on or off. So basically it makes you aware if you've got the modified brake set. Now there is also one other little quirk on these. If you put the number to so if you put it down to 310001, you get the large yellow stripe. Now this, I believe, is a one-off, and it only happened on this one wagon, so there is that quirk there that you can actually have that on there. Let's say it's just a one-off wagon that had that, so you wouldn't see that very often, but the option is there should you want to have it. So I'm just going to quickly show you again the dynamic loading side of things. So if you go to the TS rolling stock somewhere in here, where is it? You go to track link first, you go to the signal tab. Just need to find it. I haven't got it enabled. So to do this, you need to go to TSRS, so TS rolling stock, common, and try again. It's under freight. Where is it? There we are. So that's loading. You're just literally linking it up to the track light, so I'm just going to stick it there. And then you've got, so that's coal loading, and you've got coal unloading as well. We've also got aggregates as well. So there's all sorts in here. It tells you what they are, and you get the idea where they are because of the box underneath. It's as easy as that. And if you want to use the Peak Forest loading, it's here somewhere. Peak Forest loading blocker, like that. If you find you've got something that can fit, it's there. It's in miscellaneous. As easy as that. Right. Next up, to run through the sounds. This segment of the video, we're going to give you a sample of what the audio can sound like on a typical drive. I'll stop talking, let's have a listen and see how many different audio sets you can hear. That just gives you a good idea of what to expect in the audio set, depending on where it is you're driving and sort of the curvatures and stuff of the track layout. So if it's just a straight line, or if you're going to be running quite fast or slow, the audio reacts pretty differently depending on what you're doing. So it's well worth having a good listening to that. And it's really nice to see all the differences that have been put into that, the creaks and the groans and the squeaks as well. Not just that, but also all the track flange, the track joints, and then the general running sounds. There's so many samples in there that really make a wide, varied sound set, and that's one of the things that I do find that TF Rolling Stock has really nailed in their recent packs. So if you're actually wanting to pick up this, if you like what you've seen and you haven't got this one yet, and if you want to say farewell to a Kuju Stalwart, why not pick up the TS rolling stock HTA Wagon pack? It's £6.49. The link is in the description below. Definitely recommend this one. It's so much nicer than the original Kuju one. There's nothing more to say really than go for it. if you're a scenario creator especially, or you just want to use it as AI and stuff like that, then why not? Thank you for watching. my voice is going. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, and if you have any feedback or anything like that, do pop it in the description below. Catch on Twitch, twitch.tv/TrainSim_TV on a Friday and a Monday for general Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic, or maybe even this Sim Rail now these days that it's now come out of early access. But until next time, thank you for watching. I will catch you again very, very soon. Bye for now.